Today we are going to see how to edit underwater photos. These can come handy for your vacation photos that you can take underwater. Even if you do not scuba dive, you may still have some of those pictures that you do while snorkeling, which with just a bit of edits can greatly be enhanced, can be greatly enhanced, and are more pleasant to see. So this is a photo that I took in the Elba Island last summer. So again, as always, I start by cropping the image, and here, since the main focus of the image is this sponge here, and we have the scuba diver in the background just to balance the image, what I want to do is to place this right in the middle of the image, like so. Now we can move to the exposure panel, and well, the image is pretty dark here, which I like it, and bright only here because the strobe was pointing directly at the sponge. So I want to emphasize this by raising a bit the brightness and at the same time lowering a bit the shadow and the black as well. Okay, so this is the before, this is the after. Okay, you can see the background has been more it is darker, and so the sponge pops out more. So great. General width levels, I simply click auto, and again you can see that this makes quite an impact. You can actually see it like here, how it changes dramatically the image. So let's go back. For contrast, every underwater image you need to increase the contrast a bit, so I'm placing 20 here, and the saturation as well, since the colors are not so bright, I always increase it 20. So now you see that even with these small edits, our image has been quite darkened, and it's definitely too dark to be seen. So what we want to do is raise a bit the exposure of the overall image, like we can put one here, perform the automatic leveling again, and what I'd like to see, I don't really like this part of the image here, so I'm gonna brush it. We can also change the flow a bit, like so, and uncheck the auto mask, like so. If I press M, we can see the mask, and now we can perform these rapid passes just around the image, and maybe decrease the flow even more and give another pass. And now I'm pressing M again. What I want to do here is raise the shadows a bit, so that this part of the image is actually more like the rest of the sponge. You can see if I remove the layer or I activate it, now it looks more pleasing to the eye. Great. So another thing that I want to do is here in the shadows, you can see that it's pretty blue. I mean, it's not really black and dark, but it's more on the blue side. So we can easily manage this in the color tab. If we go here, we can actually go in the basic tool, but what I want to do is go here in the color balance, act on the shadow, and just now I am exaggerating this. Oh, sorry, I selected this. I want to operate on the background. If I do this, you see that it changes the image quite a lot. So what I want to do is just a bit on the yellow side. And you can see the before and after, which changes quite a bit. Maybe just a touch less. Okay, and this looks more natural to me. It was blue before, now it's more on the greenish, yellowish side. Great. So another thing that I want to do is this blue here, I want to make it more intense. So we can pick a gradient tool, gradient mask, not like so, because we are going on the same layer. Let's create another layer. Let's call it water. We can call this sponge. Great. So for the water, I'm gonna take this gradient here, and now what we want to do is use the color editor, select the blue and increase the saturation a bit, and what I like to do generally is also to reduce the lightness a bit. And we can do the same also for cyan here, and with the lightness reduced a bit. Okay, so you can see the before and after concerning the water. Now also the scuba diver is more it pops up more in the water. Okay, great. So this is it. I like this image as it is. If we'd like to make another small edit here, you can see that you have these small imperfections here. So we can press O and just select those points and simply remove them. Maybe here as well. Okay, and this polishes the image slightly more. That's great. This is it. Thanks for watching.